Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Clementine, and it is such an honor for me to do this keynote video for the documentary Hong Kong Moments shown here at the 2021 KDocs Film Festival. I'm particularly excited about this opportunity to bring your awareness to the current affairs in Hong Kong, the city where I was born in and grew up as a young man, and a place I still call home even after many years of living here in Canada. Hong Kong is also one of my major research interests. I wrote about the 67 riots as one of my master theses and have researched and published on the Hong Kong identity and its Cantonese language in particular. I'm also very keen in sharing about Hong Kong to my students here in Canada, having been teaching a course on the Cantonese words at UBC, as well as a Hong Kong history course at the Kwantlen Polytechnic University. So I'm naturally very glad to be introducing Hong Kong moments to you here. What happens in Hong Kong in the second half of 2019 was a long time coming. One needs to look no further than umbrella movement just 5 years prior in 2014, and you can see the unresolved differences and mistrust that had been building up long before the eruption of the conflicts in 2019. Sadly speaking, Hong Kong remains largely divided, with no end in sight for the deepening polarization we have witnessed at every level of Hong Kong society, in politics, schools, businesses, culture and entertainment, right down to the family units. That is why this documentary is such a welcoming addition to a growing number of works featuring Hong Kong. Unlike some others that focus on one main group or a main camp, Hong Kong Moments tries to look at seven individuals from different walks of life and from differing ends on the political spectrum: a policeman and a frontline protester, a pro-Beijing district councillor and his young challenger from the pro-democracy camp, a cafe owner and a taxi driver who are determined to live their lives and voice their own opinions, and a paramedic who is trying his best to help those protesters in need. The film followed them on two separate days during the period of protests in 2019, trying to show how these individuals coped with the ongoing situation and how their lives were affected as a result. Of course, one can still question the objectivity of the film because the director did get to choose who he wanted to interview and to feature, and what footage he wanted to keep and to present to the audience. Yes, I find this documentary one of the more even-handed works I have seen in the recent past, not only because the director dares to include in the film people with drastically different views and messages. His observational documentary approach also allows the audience to hear what these individuals have to say about themselves, about the things happening around them, and their visions for the future of the city. Now, we do have to bear in mind that the film focused on just 2 days of events in September and October of 2019, so we are still missing a lot of background in order to understand how and why Hong Kong reached that boiling point. And of course, this is an ongoing situation, and events keep unfolding up to this very moment as we are speaking now. Therefore, while I highly recommend this documentary to you all, as we try to understand the 2019 events through the perspectives of different people who may or may not share the same views as us, I would also like to encourage you not to stop here, but to continue to find out more about how the city and its people struggle to find a compromise outcome for the future. There's no easy way out, I'm afraid, but I believe that by being more aware of what's going on, by trying to listen to the voices of many others, we can all be better prepared to engage in this conversation about Hong Kong and its future. Thank you.